After the age of 55, a man's body begins to fall into a silent downward spiral that few notice. Sleep becomes lighter, with frequent awakenings in the middle of the night. The vitality hormone, testosterone, drops faster than ever before, and blood circulation gradually weakens, turning intimacy from a source of pride into a quiet source of worry. The scary part is that these three problems don't exist separately. They link together into a vicious cycle. Poor sleep lowers testosterone. Low testosterone weakens vitality, and weak vitality leads to more stress and sleeplessness. Year after year, the spiral tightens, and many men after 60 realize their bodies feel as if they've aged 10 to 15 years in a surprisingly short time. But here's what most people miss. This spiral can actually be broken, and not with quick-fix stimulants, nor with those so-called miracle cures advertised everywhere. All it takes is a simple nutrient, taken at the right time, for your body to naturally restore deep sleep, improve blood flow, and gradually reclaim masculine confidence. If you ignore it, this spiral will only worsen, leading to declining cardiovascular health, muscle loss, and even a higher risk of fractures from seemingly harmless falls. But if you stay with me until the end of this video, I'll show you why just one small change at night can make such a big difference. I'm Victor from the channel Senior Vitality Now. My mission isn't to sell you rosy dreams. It's to help you truly understand how your body works after 55. Because only when you understand it can you take proper care of it. Many men keep their worries hidden. They don't share them with their wives, nor do they speak to their doctors. Instead, they blame themselves, or they turn to quick but dangerous fixes, from unregulated performance pills to so-called miracle cures spreading online. These may bring instant results, but the hidden price is steep, skyrocketing blood pressure, irregular heartbeat, and in some cases, hospitalization after just a single pill. At Senior Vitality Now, I want to bring a different approach. A holistic perspective: sleep, hormones, blood circulation. These are the three core roots that truly determine a man's health after 55. And here's the key. We can influence all three every night, just before going to bed, through one simple habit with what I call a nighttime vitamin. Think of this as a private consultation, just you and me. No judgment, no empty promises. Only truth, backed by science, by research, and by real-life experience with men who once thought their best days were behind them, until they made a change and rediscovered the confidence they thought was gone forever. The spiral: sleep, testosterone, circulation. After the age of 55, a man's body faces three major changes. And the critical point is this: they don't happen in isolation. Instead, they tighten together into a dangerous spiral. First, sleep becomes shallow and restless. Many men complain, "I barely fall asleep before I wake up in the middle of the night, then toss and turn until morning." In reality, after 55, the brain struggles to enter deep sleep, the very stage where the body restores itself most powerfully. Second, testosterone, the hormone that defines strength, vitality, and masculine confidence, naturally declines with age. But lack of sleep accelerates that drop. Just 1 week of poor sleep can lower testosterone to the equivalent of aging an extra decade. This isn't just about feeling a little tired. It's a fundamental decline in the body's physiological foundation. Third, blood circulation, the lifeline of intimacy, weakens. As blood vessels lose elasticity and the endothelium produces less nitric oxide, blood can't flow to the right place at the right time. And as a result, intimacy is no longer complete, even though the desire is still there. Even worse, these three factors feed into one another. Poor sleep lowers testosterone. Low testosterone weakens vitality. Weak vitality leads to stress and anxiety. Stress, in turn, disrupts sleep. And so, the spiral keeps repeating, growing heavier with each passing year. This is why so many men at 60 feel as if their bodies are spiraling out of control. But the truth is, this spiral can be broken if you know how to intervene at the most critical recovery moment of the day, nighttime, right before sleep. 4. The nighttime vitamin, the key to breaking the spiral. If we think of the body as a machine, then after 55, many of its parts begin to dry out, running less smoothly. What I like to call the nighttime vitamin. In reality, the mineral magnesium acts as a quiet yet crucial lubricant. Magnesium is involved in over 300 biological reactions in the body. It helps calm the nervous system, relax the muscles, and dilate blood vessels so blood can flow more freely. It may sound simple, but these three actions directly address the three biggest challenges men face after 55: poor sleep, declining testosterone, and reduced firmness. When you take magnesium in the evening, it's like sending a signal to your body. It's time to rest. It's time to recover. The brain slips more easily into deep sleep. Cortisol, the stress hormone, drops, and testosterone gets the chance to rebuild. Meanwhile, blood vessels relax, nitric oxide functions smoothly, and circulation strengthens, even in the most sensitive areas. The key isn't taking as much magnesium as possible, it's taking it at the right time. About an hour before bed, magnesium works in sync with the body's natural repair system during the golden window of deep sleep. That's why magnesium is considered a true nighttime key, unlocking the door to full-body recovery for men after 55. And here's the most important part. If you ignore this nutrient, the spiral of poor sleep, falling testosterone, and declining circulation will only tighten. But used correctly, magnesium can gradually help you reclaim the confidence, vitality, and strength you thought were gone. 6. Dosage, forms, and safe use. When it comes to magnesium, many people think, the more, the better. But for men over 55, the real difference comes from using the right form and the right amount. There are many types of magnesium, but not all are suitable for nighttime use. For example, magnesium oxide is cheap and widely available, but it's poorly absorbed and often causes bloating or discomfort. By contrast, forms like magnesium glycinate or magnesium citrate are absorbed much more effectively, cause fewer side effects, and provide a noticeable sense of relaxation, making them ideal before bed. As for dosage, research and clinical experience suggest that most men need only 100 to 200 milligrams of elemental magnesium in the evening to improve sleep and support circulation. Some cases may require up to 300 to 350 milligrams per day, but this should always be discussed with a doctor, especially for those with kidney disease, on diuretics, or taking heart medications. Timing matters too. The ideal time is about 1 hour before bedtime. This is when the nervous system is naturally winding down, and magnesium amplifies that signal, helping the body transition into deep sleep. You can take it with a light snack or a warm cup of herbal tea, which not only aids absorption but also enhances relaxation. One thing I always emphasize to my patients: magnesium isn't a sleeping pill. It won't knock you out after a single dose. Instead, think of it like watering dry soil. It takes a little time for the ground to revive, for the roots to absorb nutrients again. But with consistent use at night, you'll notice deeper sleep, fewer awakenings, and a more refreshed feeling in the morning. Over time, testosterone stabilizes, circulation improves, and vitality becomes more sustainable. Safety always comes first. If you have chronic conditions such as kidney disease, heart conduction issues, or if you're taking special medications, consult your doctor before supplementing. But for most healthy men over 55, moderate nighttime magnesium is a safe and long-term effective choice. 7. The night of recovery ritual. After 55, the body no longer bounces back as quickly as it did in your 30s or 40s. That's why it's not just about taking a magnesium pill and waiting for results. What truly matters is creating an evening ritual, a clear message to your brain and hormones. It's time to recover. Imagine each night as a major construction project. The body needs quiet, it needs materials, and it needs a signal to begin. Without preparation, the workers are disorganized, maybe even leaving the job undone. But with the right schedule and the right supplies, everything runs smoothly, and by morning, the results are clear. A simple ritual might start with reducing light and turning off screens at least an hour before bed. This allows your body to naturally release melatonin, sending the signal, night has fallen. Next, take magnesium glycinate or citrate about an hour before sleep. A sense of relaxation will spread, muscles loosen, the heartbeat slows, and breathing becomes steady. Combine this with a small calming habit, reading a few pages of a paper book, listening to soft music, or sipping a warm cup of herbal tea, to reinforce the recovery signal to your body. Once in bed, keep your room cool, dark, and quiet. so your internal repair systems can do their work uninterrupted. It's during those first hours of deep sleep that testosterone is rebuilt, cortisol is lowered, and blood vessels are restored. That's why I call this the night of recovery ritual. It isn't a trick. It's a lifestyle strategy that helps men after 55 break free from the downward spiral and gradually reclaim their natural confidence. 8. Clearing up the misconception. Is magnesium a magic pill? When men first hear about the nighttime vitamin, many assume that taking magnesium will instantly fix everything. Perfect sleep right away, vitality fully restored, and intimacy back to the way it was in their younger years. The truth is, that expectation isn't realistic. Magnesium is not a magic pill. It doesn't create miracles overnight, and it can't replace a healthy lifestyle. What magnesium provides is a solid foundation for the body to repair itself. You may not notice dramatic changes immediately, but with consistency, the difference appears naturally. Deeper sleep, more refreshed mornings, less stress, and over time, stronger vitality. It's also important to remember that magnesium works best alongside good habits. If you stay up late, drink heavily, and avoid exercise, no amount of magnesium will make a real difference. But if you combine it with a balanced diet, daily brisk walks, and maintaining a healthy weight, its benefits are multiplied many times over. In other words, magnesium is a faithful partner, not a lone hero. It helps align your sleep, hormones, and circulation, but ultimately, you're the one who decides whether your lifestyle is strong enough to take full advantage of those benefits. So don't expect one pill of magnesium to change everything. See it instead as a cornerstone in your health foundation. When the foundation is solid, everything built on top, your sleep, your mood, and your masculine confidence, becomes stronger and more secure. Is magnesium a magic pill? When men first hear about the nighttime vitamin, many assume that taking magnesium will instantly fix everything. Perfect sleep right away, vitality fully restored, and intimacy back to the way it was in their younger years. The truth is, that expectation isn't realistic. Magnesium is not a magic pill. It doesn't create miracles overnight, and it can't replace a healthy lifestyle. What magnesium provides is a solid foundation for the body to repair itself. You may not notice dramatic changes immediately, but with consistency, the difference appears naturally. Deeper sleep, more refreshed mornings, less stress, and over time, stronger vitality. It's also important to remember that magnesium works best alongside good habits. If you stay up late, drink heavily, and avoid exercise, no amount of magnesium will make a real difference. But if you combine it with a balanced diet, daily brisk walks, and maintaining a healthy weight, its benefits are multiplied many times over. In other words, magnesium is a faithful partner, not a lone hero. It helps align your sleep, hormones, and circulation, but ultimately, you're the one who decides whether your lifestyle is strong enough to take full advantage of those benefits. So don't expect one pill of magnesium to change everything. See it instead as a cornerstone in your health foundation. When the foundation is solid, everything built on top, your sleep, your mood, and your masculine confidence, becomes stronger and more secure. At this point, I want to remind every man over 55 of an important truth. The changes you feel in sleep, vitality, or intimacy are not signs of personal failure. They are a natural part of aging. But aging does not mean surrendering to fate. The body still has the ability to recover if we give it the right conditions. And magnesium, what I call the nighttime vitamin, is one of the simplest and most effective tools for breaking the spiral of poor sleep, declining testosterone, and weak circulation. Just one dose of magnesium at night, paired with the right recovery ritual, can gradually help your body restore balance, deeper sleep, steadier hormones, and stronger circulation. And that, in turn, becomes the foundation for lasting vitality, confidence, and joy in life after 55. Remember this. You don't need to chase after dangerous miracle cures. Sometimes, it's the simplest nutrient, used at the right time and in the right way, that becomes the key to a healthier, more energetic life. If today's insights helped you understand your body better, give this video a like. That's how you let me know that practical knowledge like this is truly useful. If you've ever struggled with sleep or vitality, drop a comment below with the keyword Magna. I want to see how many men over 55 are ready to start making a change tonight. And who knows, your story might inspire other men who are silently going through the same challenges. And don't forget to subscribe to Senior Vitality now, so every week I can continue to walk alongside you, sharing simple, science-based solutions to help us. Even after 55, sleep deeply, stay strong on our feet, and hold on to our masculine confidence. Remember this, your health isn't just for you. It's a priceless gift to your family and loved ones. So don't miss the chance to take care of it. Start tonight.